Well, hello. Live we go. Okay, that just gets thrown out. Let yourself receive. So, a quick little note before we start this week. So, sorry about my lighting this week. It's a little bit dark, isn't it? Now that I look at it. Oh well, you'll get the message anyway. So, how has everyone been this week? What has been showing up? Do you, actually, it's a question today, do you ever ask yourself what's showing up? Am I seeing the signs? Have I followed my bliss this week? Do you ask these questions to yourself? This is why I love the cards. They're, anyone can do them. You just need to grab yourself a pack and it's like a place where you can connect and trust and learn more about self and what you want and what you don't want in your world. So if you can, if you have cards, let me know. Do you use them? Do you use them often? Do you just ask yourself the question? Do you use journaling? What is it? What is it for you? And if you don't do anything every day, you just wake up and continue on with the world, and how would it feel, do you think, to do something that connects you more to self, to connect you more to your inner self? So it's an offering, it's an invitation this week to do something for yourself, to do something that gives you that connection, that allows you. It might even just be a walk, that you just go for a walk by yourself. Sometimes it even is going for a walk with your partner or a friend and having a deeper conversation, not just how's the weather, what did you have for breakfast today? You know, it's going deeper. I feel like this week is about going deeper into who you are, going deeper in all your relationships, deeper into life, deeper into we now actually have our heaven on earth here. So what are we going to do with it? What would we wish for? What would we want? So let's see. So picking 3 cards this week. What do I need? How do I get it? And what is stopping me? So feel into the cards, put all your energy in there. Whoever's on now, whoever's on later, it's all relevant. There is no time when it comes to energy stuff, which is divine. What do I need? Oh, how do I get it? They're all flying out. Set your sights higher. We had that last week. Let's put that back in. Set your sights higher. So just a reminder from last week about setting our sights higher. When we do something different, it means we can raise our vibration. It means we can come into a higher resonating space that is us. Because there's all these spaces that are us, but it's just our choice of where we sit on the layers and on the levels. So where would you like to sit? What do we need? How do we get it? And what is stopping us? What do we need? How do we get it? And what is stopping us? Love it, love it, love it. Okay. What do we need? Dream big. Dream big. And coming off that card that just flew out before, dream big. Like dream bigger than you've ever thought before. Because what I do know is that if you can think it and have it in your resonance, then you can have it. Then you can be it. Then it's possible. If you don't dream big and you keep yourself small, then that's the level that you're going to play at. So it's your choice. So start, that's why I guess I never know why things come out of my mouth, but when I was talking before about do something different, do something that connects you to you, whether it's meditation, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's having a deep conversation, whether it's playing. I play with my granddaughter a lot because it's play for me. It reminds me to have that child wisdom and child curiosity about life. So dream big, dream bigger than you've dreamed before. It says let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. So what do you need? You need to dream bigger. Get bigger, get more, get out of your box, lift yourself up a little bit higher. Say you just climbed a couple of extra rungs in your ladder. What would you see from there? Because our perspective is always different when we put ourselves in a different spot. It's like family constellation, and you're standing here and this is all you can see and feel and hear. This is it. You can't do anything else. Then you're asked just to move to here. And it seems so simple. What would that change? It changes everything. So this is It's time to move. It's time to put yourself in all the different positions and you can ask the same question in all of those positions and you'll find something different. So find your bigger place, so where you can dream bigger, where you can have more of what you want. What do you need? Dream bigger. How do you get it? Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Self-forgiveness. So the only, as we're creating our own movie, this is what's coming through right now. As we create our own movie, we are creating this. And until we can own that, we can't even dream bigger because we think that everyone else is in charge of or in control of what's happening in our world. Oh, well, if I had this, then I'd be out of that. This self-forgiveness, we can only forgive ourselves. Even, when we say, forgive one of our parents for hurting us or something, we're forgiving that part of ourselves, actually. Yes, we forgive them in playing the part, and thank you for playing the part that was giving me the gift, even though it doesn't seem like a gift a lot of the time, at the time especially, and it molds you into who you are. But the self-forgiveness means no matter what, I'm coming back to love within myself, because we are so critical of ourselves. We are the most critical of self. When you're listening to what's happening in your mind and you're telling yourself, oh, that was stupid, or I'm an idiot, or why would you do that, or don't say that, oh, you're crazy, whatever it is that you can hear in your mind as you're going about your day is affecting you. It's like the water. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but the water, when they write on the bottle and write love or write hate, and what it does to the water, that is happening to us within ourselves. So now, as we start to really live our heaven on earth, we need to get rid of all of that self-talk that is really negative, that is really not building us and allowing us to even reach our big dreams, because we haven't forgiven ourselves. So once we start forgiving ourselves and just being really in love with self, just saying, you know what? Yeah, I did do that. I did have 1,000 thoughts today that weren't very nice about me. I'm choosing to do it differently. In that moment, when you just say that, I'm choosing to do it differently now, I'm choosing to say, I love everything about me. Everything is perfectly where it needs to be in my world. Start saying some more positive things around that and just picking yourself up and saying, I'm not going to speak about myself like that anymore. And every time you hear it, go, no, I'm not going to speak like that. I love myself. I love myself. That can just be a simple mantra that you say, I love myself, instead of having a go and hearing. But you've just got to pick it up. It's a habit. It's a habit that has kept on going and going. So self-forgiveness is the place where you get to stop and go, hang on a minute, I'm going to do this differently this time. How freeing does that feel? Hang on, I'm going to forgive myself and I'm going to do it differently this time from now on. And repeating to self, like letting yourself, so once you pick up a thought, once you pick up a habit or a not nice way of saying something to yourself, you go, oh, I heard that. Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to say, I love you. I forgive you. I forgive myself for being this way until now. Things are changing. Draw a line in the sand. That's the other really great thing. I say, energetically or physically, if you're near the ground or if you're on the ground, just draw a line on the ground in the sand. I call it, draw a line in the sand and step over it. And what that means is everything on the other side of that you've been doing, you're now choosing to change and step out of that and step over that line into the new, into the bigger dream. And self-forgiveness is the part that reminds you to draw the line in the first place and say, no more. Nannyment fee, my nannyment fees are also the way for me to go, no more. And so that's a really important one this week. And what is stopping you? Empowerment. Totally true. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. I always think of this word now, powerful, as powerful. You're not empty. You're not power empty. You're powerful. And when you are full, which is what this card is saying, how you could be in your own way, if you're not full, powerful, then you can't be any of the empowerment. You can't use that power to empower yourself, to get momentum, to move forward, to embrace self, to expand self, to live your bigger dream, to even see your bigger dream. You need to be empowered, which means being more on the positive than the negative. Absolutely. Being more, even if you have got the negative things going, being able to pick yourself up, that's empowerment. Like, wow, I can hear that. No more. Nanny McPhee that, and let it dissipate out of your being. Draw the line in the sand. Step over it. That is empowerment. When you step over into something new, that is empowerment. And when you have that powerfulness, which means that you're coming back to you and you're holding that space of, hang on a minute, I'm in charge. I'm in charge here. I'm not in control. I never will be, and I never want to be. I am in charge of who I am. And when you do that, you'll have the empowerment to be able to move that energy, being powerful, being able to hold. It's just a totally new space. And then, boom, you can create whatever you want from that space, and you will have full forgiveness there. It's full love. It's unconditional love that you have when you're in your empowerment, when you're powerful, when you're sitting at your throne and owning your shit, when you're really owning it. And sometimes that's really hard to own at the start. But the more and more you pick it up and say, no more, draw the line, step over it. Here I am empowered, I am powerful. Then you will get more out of life, more out of self. You will really be able to get to know self on such a deeper level. So they were pretty powerful cards this week. They were pretty powerful. So I also have, just as I always end the thing, I haven't got any of my tools that I normally use. But as you know, I love the Lifewave patches. They have been, I've just been talking about them flat out the whole time, because every time I feel into this space, there is more and more there of the empowerment, of powerful. They're enabling my body to be powerful at the moment. They're enabling my body to hold, as I'm lifting up into my bigger dreams. I'm a bigger energy, and that sometimes can feel really dense as that energy comes into the human body. But what I'm feeling is, having the patches on, it's almost like, I say, it's like pushing a button in the morning. It's like, I'm powerful, and I am on. And I am on for the day, and I've been able to do things that I have not been able to do for years and years, and that excites me. So I know I keep banging on about it, because I know that if you hear these things and you start to go, what is she talking about? What is she banging on about over there? There's something in it for you. So I am, for the rest of my life, going to be talking about this, just like I talk about my healing sessions. They are life-changing. They are life-changing. The sacred space that I can hold for you to do your magic, to empower and embody self, to have your empowerment, to find it in the first place. Because basically, as a facilitator for me, it's just guiding you to your greatness. And it's very self-empowering, and very, using that self-forgiveness, like bringing up what you need. And sometimes we just need help to move towards that. Sometimes we're just in a loop and we're playing it over and over and over again. And to come and have a session, you can break that loop. Just think about that. What would that mean if you could break that loop, find something else within you, and then empower and embody that, so that you can then walk forward with that as a different person? It's like people walk out and go, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who this is, but I love it. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to, I don't know who that old part is done. The line is in the sand and they've stepped over it. So That's what sessions are about for me. And so some people, we do need facilitated things sometimes. We do need someone to, as a support space, we do need that. I need that. Everybody needs that, so that we can walk forward. Just sometimes we get so stuck in our loops and so stuck in our over and do it and do it and do it and on the rat race and on the rat reel that we don't even know we're doing it anymore. So to go, hang on a minute, there's something here. I'm going to go and have a session with Danielle. And that's when you start, especially when you start doing, 10 or more sessions, we can do it in packs, and it is life changing. So to have then the patches on top of that, I'm just thinking right now that I'm going to create something actually where we do the patches for the month and we do sessions for the month. And that feels really delightful. Feels really magical and really special. If you're wanting to move forward and to really come into your new you, I always talk about having a new avatar. It's happening. It's coming in. It's coming whether you want it or not, or you may be staying in the old world, which you won't even see my videos if that is so. But if you're here and you're listening and you're going, what is happening? Yeah. I don't understand it, because you never are going to, but I know there's something there. Reach out to me. Start talking. I'm more than happy to have exploration calls where we just hash it out. We just hash it out. It's like half an hour and we get to hash it out and see whether this is in alignment with you. And if it's something, is it something, the patches are great for you? Is it sessions that you need? Is it, what is it for you? What is it for you? Let's work out a little plan, because if we don't have a plan, where are we heading to? What are we doing with our world? We're very messy and very disjointed. So having a plan to be able to move forward is incredible, and it's something that you want to do. And Utopian Botanicals, for me, everything that I do is knitting in with each other to support and hold each other, to be able to know where my throne is all the time. It's like I have a cacao and it just brings me back. I have a blue lotus and it opens me up to more of who I am. But all of these are connecting to me. The 40 Women's Plus blend, need it every day. It is my world in that space. So just having these things that support us. And for me, low tox living is my world. That has become the thing. Perimenopausal women and low tox living. It's something that we need to clear the density from our beings now. There is no choice. We need to clear the density of our beings now. And if you can't hear that and you're not moving forward from that, I'm probably not your kettle of fish, because I want you to move forward. I want you to go with this. I want you to be you. I want you to show up and have that absolute love for self. Okay, that was it. I could just feel the energy just going, it's done. And so it is done. Hey Em, how you going? Good to see you. Good to have you on here. And definitely go back and listen to this if you haven't listened to the whole lot, because that was a really powerful card reading. And there's just something in there that I want this for everybody, because I'm starting to really feel it deep within my soul, and the new world, and being able to, hey, and being able to grow with you. Like, I am looking for people that want to come and do this business with me for the Lifewave business side of things. I'm wanting people. And so that is healers. That is anybody that just says yes to life, and I want more, and I want to grow, and I need a second income, or I need something else that is outside of the box. Because with the low tox living, for me, what that means is taking myself out of the 9-to-5 space, taking myself out of the old paradigms, taking myself out of, this is just what you do. I'm out of the box. I'm out of the box, and I want to find people that are out of the box too. And I want to move forward with this, because teamwork, which for me is community, when we can have community and we can have like-minded community come together, this is where it starts to happen. This is where we get to mesh in with our wholeness of who we are, because everything around us is starting to resonate. So you will notice that when people are in your world, or you keep having things like, why is this coming up? It might be that it's becoming to be out of alignment with you. And so it's showing itself and showing itself and showing itself to say, hey, do something with this, because this needs to go. This needs to move, and this needs to change the energy so that it can come in and meet you at your frequency. So when we do some work, when we work with ourselves, and when we start to raise our vibration and lift ourselves and expand ourselves, we move to a certain point. And so anything underneath here that is out of alignment, that is not resonating here, it will need to transmute or transform or drop off and be let go of. And so after you have a big aha moment and you start to really go, wow, what's happening here? You start to feel it. You've lifted up. Most of you has lifted up. There's still some bits down here that then all of a sudden you go, oh, I was feeling so great yesterday, and now I feel like I've really dropped into, what is this? It is cleanup time. It's cleanup time. It's time to grab all of that, do what you need to do with it, so that all of your being can come up, or the parts that need to be let go of can let go. Okay, there was the other piece. I love it. These are my favorite things to do, if you haven't noticed, and it allows me to be my weird and wonderful self. And that is another reason why I come on here, because I want you all to be your weird and wonderful selves too, because it's really fun. All right, have a absolutely divine and beautiful and self-forgiving week, so that you can stay empowered in power of yourself. Mwah. See you.